You mean to tell me that the humans just gave up? Just like that? Yes, sir. Lieutenant Vkr'lak shifted uncomfortably on his thorax segments. They surrendered immediately upon first contact, no resistance whatsoever. The High Commander's antenna twitched with suspicion. This wasn't how conquest was supposed to go. The hegemony had spent centuries perfecting their invasion techniques across 1,000 worlds. They had protocols for everything. Planetary bombardment, resource extraction, slave processing, resistance suppression, but nothing for immediate, unconditional surrender. And they're happy about it? Zixtal's compound eyes narrowed to pinpoints. Ecstatic, sir. They've been throwing parties, something they call liberation celebrations. The humans seem genuinely thrilled to be conquered. The High Commander chittered nervously. In his 300 cycles of military service, he'd never encountered anything like this. Normally there was screaming, crying, the occasional futile attempt at nuclear retaliation. But parties? This was wrong. All wrong. Show me the surrender document again. Vkr'lak pulled up the holographic display. The terms were remarkably simple. Earth and all its resources now belong to the hegemony. All humans would submit to hegemony rule. No resistance would be tolerated. And at the bottom, in perfectly translated galactic standard, we, the United Peoples of Earth, hereby accept these terms with profound enthusiasm and gratitude. Please take good care of our planet. We insist you maintain direct control at all times. Seriously, don't leave, ever. We mean it. It was signed by every major world leader. Sir, Vkr'lak ventured, should we perhaps be concerned? Nonsense! Zixtal waved a limb dismissively. This is simply proof of our superior might. The humans recognized our power and wisely chose submission. Now begin Phase 1 of planetary administration. I want resource extraction facilities on every continent within a solar cycle. Yes, sir. Though, the humans have already built them for us, fully automated. They're just waiting for us to take control. The High Commander's carapace paled slightly. What? They've prepared everything, sir. Mining operations, processing plants, even orbital delivery systems. All we have to do is move in and start running things. I see. Zixtal didn't see it all. But he was a military commander, and military commanders don't admit confusion. Well, good. Excellent initiative from our new subjects. Proceed with the occupation. I want our forces spread across every major population center. The humans have already built housing for our troops, sir. Premium accommodations, ocean views, free entertainment packages. They're calling them mandatory relaxation zones. Zixtal's left eye began to twitch. Just get our forces deployed, now! Every monitoring station in every sector reports the same thing, Create replied. And we've sent probe ships to the edge of their territory. No signals, no transmissions, nothing getting out at all. The chamber erupted again, this time with theories. They've achieved technological singularity and ascended to a higher plane of existence. Their sun went nova. They've all simultaneously decided to take up meditation. Quiet! Zixtal's bellow cut through the noise again. Ambassador Create, what do our historical records indicate about similar instances of human silence? Create pulled up another set of data. That's the truly worrying part, High Counselor. In the 247 standard years since first contact, there has never been a period of human silence longer than 3.8 minutes. And that was during what they called the Great Server Crash of '89, when someone tried to download the entire history of human cat videos onto a single quantum computer. The implications of this settled over the chamber like a heavy fog. Never in recorded history had humanity as a whole been quiet for more than a few minutes. Not during wars, not during disasters, not during their various political upheavals or economic crises. They kept broadcasting through everything. Perhaps, ventured Delegate HFY of the Gas Giant Collective, their cloud form condensing nervously. Perhaps we should send a diplomatic mission to Earth, to check on them? The suggestion was met with horrified gasps and the equivalent thereof from various species. Are you insane? Squeaked Subconsul Pip of the Rodentian Alliance. What if they're planning something? Planning what? Asked Valshara of the Silicon Consciousness. Exactly! Pip's whiskers trembled violently. We don't know. That's what makes it so terrifying. Humans are never quiet unless they're up to something. This was, unfortunately, true. The galaxy had learned this lesson the hard way, multiple times. The last time a significant portion of humanity had gone unusually quiet, They'd emerged 2 weeks later with something they called Social Media 2.0 that had caused 17 different species to temporarily lose their sanity trying to understand it. "I have accessed my historical databases," announced Valshara, their holographic form processing visibly. "There are numerous human cultural references to the phrase, 'the quiet ones are the ones you need to watch out for.' This seems relevant." The chamber fell silent again as everyone contemplated this. "Wait," said one of the Beta Centauri hive mind bodies suddenly. "Has anyone actually tried calling them?" There was a long pause. "You mean just call them? Like, on the phone?" Create asked incredulously. "Yes, has anyone tried that?" Another long pause. Well, no," Create admitted. "We've been too busy monitoring the silence and panicking about it." High Counselor Zixtal's tentacles twisted in what might have been embarrassment. That does seem like it might have been a logical first step. "Who would we even call?" asked Pip. "Their world government?" "They don't have one of those," Valshara reminded everyone. "They have approximately 195 of them, depending on who you ask and what day it is, and whether or not someone has declared independence from someone else recently." "What about their United Nations?" suggested one of the hive mind bodies. "Oh, right. The organization they created specifically to argue with each other in an official capacity." Mex PHL swirled sarcastically. "Surely they'll know what's going on." "Well, does anyone have any better ideas?" Zixtal demanded. No one did. "Right then." The High Counselor's tentacles moved decisively. "Ambassador Create, please attempt to establish direct communication with the Human United Nations." Create moved to the central communication platform, their claws dancing over the controls. The chamber's main holoscreen flickered to life, displaying the connection attempt. To everyone's surprise, it went through immediately. A human face appeared on the screen. They appeared to be eating something. "Oh, hey," the human said around a mouthful of what appeared to be some kind of sandwich. "Sorry about the silence, we're doing a thing." The entire Galactic Council stared. "A thing?" Zixtal managed finally. "Yeah, you know how we've been talking about trying to clean up some of our orbital debris? Well, someone figured out we could use it to build this giant space-wide Wi-Fi router thing. But we had to turn everything off while we do the installation, or it gets all weird with the frequencies. Should be back up in like, I don't know, maybe another day or two, 3 tops. "You're building a giant router? Out of space trash?" Create asked weakly. "Well, yeah, we had all this stuff just floating around up there. Might as well use it for something, right? Plus this way we can boost our signal strength by like, a lot. You guys are going to be able to get human cat videos in HD all the way in the Andromeda galaxy once we're done." The council chamber erupted into chaos for the 3rd time that day. "Order! Order!" Zixtal thundered, then turned back to the screen. "Human, are you telling us that you shut down all communications across your entire species, causing unprecedented panic throughout the galaxy, just to upgrade your wireless network?" The human shrugged, taking another bite of their sandwich. "Pretty much, yeah. Sorry about that. We probably should have sent out a notification or something first, but you know how it is. Someone suggests something cool in a Reddit thread. Next thing you know, everyone's on board, and we're already halfway through implementing it before anyone thinks about the paperwork." That's... Zixtal's tentacles tied themselves in knots trying to find the right words. "Classic humanity?" the human suggested helpfully. "Yes!" chorused the entire council. "Yeah, our bad. But hey, look on the bright side. Once this is done, we're gonna have so much bandwidth we can start broadcasting in full sensory. You guys are gonna love it. We've got this whole backlog of cat videos and smell-o-vision ready to go." The sound that filled the council chamber then was not quite a groan, and not quite a laugh, but something uniquely born of the galaxy's collective resignation to humanity's particular brand of chaos. "Oh," the human added brightly, "and while we've got everything turned off, we're also taking the opportunity to reorganize our meme folders. We're implementing a new classification system based on..." "Hello? Hello?" They peered at the screen as one by one, the council members fled the chamber. High Counselor Zixtal, the last one remaining, used one tentacle to massage their central nerve cluster. "Thank you for the update, human. Please just send us a memo next time." "Will do. Oh, hey, while I've got you here, want to see this cool thing we figured out how to do with quantum entangled pizza delivery?" Zixtal cut the connection. In the empty council chamber, they pulled up their personal communication device and began composing a message to their successor, scheduled to take effect after their imminent retirement. "Dear future High Counselor, first and most importantly, never ever panic when the humans go quiet. It just means they're about to do something ridiculous. Second, I've taken the liberty of scheduling you for regular sessions with the Council's therapeutic services. You're going to need them. Best of luck, Zixtal. P.S. Whatever you do, don't ask them about their cats. Trust me on this one. The message complete, Zixtal headed for the nearest recreational substance dispensary. They had a feeling the galaxy was going to need a lot of drinks ready when humanity's new and improved broadcast system came online. Somewhere in the vast expanse of space, a collection of repurposed satellites, defunct probes, and miscellaneous space debris was slowly taking shape into what would eventually be recognized as the galaxy's most powerful communication array, built entirely out of humanity's old trash, and what appeared to be, for some reason, a couple of kitchen sinks. And in offices, homes, and gathering places across the galaxy, various species began preparing for the inevitable onslaught of enhanced cat videos, now with full sensory capabilities. Some were horrified, some were excited. Most were just resigned to the fact that this was, apparently, their life now. Because if there's one thing the galaxy had learned about humanity, it's that they would never let a little thing like impossible, or inadvisable, or, dear God, why would you even think of doing that, stand in the way of sharing cat videos with the universe. The silence wouldn't last long. It never did. And when it broke, it would break spectacularly, in true human fashion. The galaxy collectively braced itself. And somewhere on Earth, a cat did something cute, blissfully unaware that its actions would soon be broadcast in full sensory detail to every corner of known space. Just another day in a galaxy that had learned to expect the unexpected from its noisiest inhabitants. 3 days later, the galaxy discovered that humanity's definition of back online was, like most human concepts, both more and less than anyone had anticipated. The first sign that the new system was operational came in the form of a message that simultaneously appeared on every communication device in the galaxy, somehow managing to display even on species that didn't technically have screens. Earth XE has finished updating. Would you like to restart now? Okay, cancel. Remind me in 5 minutes. Before anyone could process what they were seeing, much less attempt to select an option, every device automatically selected. Okay. They didn't. High Counselor Zixtal whispered in horror from their hastily abandoned retirement pod. They wouldn't. They would, and they did. Across the galaxy, a loading bar appeared. Rebooting Earth. Please do not turn off your planet during this process. Progress, 0%. Estimated time remaining. 2. The Galactic Council reconvened in emergency session, which mainly consisted of everyone staring at their devices in shared disbelief as the loading bar crept forward with mysterious status updates. Installing common sense. Error, 404. File not found. Updating Cat OS to version 9.00. They always land on their feet. Calculating meaning of life. 42. Reorganizing meme database. Please wait while we sort by dankness. Optimizing coffee consumption algorithms. Downloading Pizza Daxi. Installing Universal Translator 2.0, now with sarcasm detection. Updating human sleep schedule. Task failed successfully. Are they... Ambassador Kree 8 struggled to find the words. Are they treating their entire planet like some kind of computer? Technically, Valshara's hologram flickered thoughtfully. They're treating the entire galaxy like a computer. Our systems are all part of their update now. Can they even do that? Asked Pip, whiskers twitching frantically. They already did, one of the Beta Centauri hive mind bodies pointed out. The real question is, what happens when it finishes? They didn't have to wait long for an answer. The loading bar reached 100%, accompanied by a final message. Update complete. Rebooting universe in 3, 2, 1. Everything flickered. When the galaxy came back online, the first thing everyone noticed was that their communication devices now had a new app labeled Earth Plus TM, with the subtitle, Premium Galaxy Features Now Available. The second thing they noticed was that they could suddenly understand every species' form of communication perfectly, including the interpretive dance language of the Chlorophyll Collective, and the quantum probability expressions of the Schrodinger's people. The third thing they noticed was the cats. So many cats. Everywhere. Not physical cats, thankfully, but ultra-high-definition holo projections of cats, complete with fully rendered fur physics and purr acoustics optimized for every known species' auditory range. They appeared randomly throughout space, doing cat things, as cats do. A message popped up on the council's main screen. Hey everyone! Thanks for your patience during our upgrade. We've added some cool new features we think you'll love. Check out our patch notes for the full list. Here are some highlights. Universal Basic Internet now available to all sentient species. Terms and conditions apply. Quantum entangled pizza delivery now operates across all known space. New and improved meme sharing capabilities. Cat videos now support full sensory experience. Built-in translation for all languages, including interpretive dance. Enhanced reality filters. Try the cosmic rainbow setting. Unified galactic social media platform. We call it Spacebook. Zero latency gaming servers. And much more. P.S. Sorry about the cats, we're still working out some bugs in the hologram distribution system. They're not supposed to appear quite so often. Maybe. Actually, we might just keep it this way. People seem to like it. PPS. Yes, the quantum entangled pizza really does arrive before you order it. That's not a bug, it's a feature. Best regards, Humanity Pshores. High Counselor Zixtal stared at the message for a long moment, then looked at their newly upgraded communication device, which was currently displaying a holographic kitten batting at passing starships. You know what? They said finally. I'm not even surprised anymore. This is just how it is now. They pulled up their retirement notice again, added 17 exclamation points to it, and hit send. The galaxy would never be the same. But then again, it never was after humanity showed up anyway. And somewhere in deep space, a quantum entangled pizza materialized in front of a very confused alien who hadn't even thought about being hungry yet. The pizza had anchovies on it. The alien would order it in approximately 17 minutes. Time paradoxes had never tasted so good. One standard week after the Great Reboot, the Galactic Council established an emergency committee for what they were now calling the human situation. This primarily consisted of trying to figure out how to handle the flood of support tickets being generated across the galaxy. Help! Read Ambassador Create from their data tablet. My planet is showing a blue screen of death. That's just the ocean, sighed Valshara of the Silicon Consciousness. The humans added a new enhanced reality filter that makes everything more Earth-like. What about this one? Create continued. Error. Pizza arrived yesterday for dinner. I'm planning next week. Working as intended, chorused the Beta Centauri hive mind. The quantum entangled delivery system operates non-linearly through time. We're still trying to figure out how they managed to monetize temporal paradoxes. The committee sat in their newly renovated chamber, which now featured holographic windows displaying an endless stream of cat videos, because apparently that was just part of reality now. A spectral kitten walked through the wall, batted at Zixtal's ceremonial staff, and disappeared into another dimension. Can we at least do something about the cats? Asked Pip, who had developed a nervous twitch every time one of the holograms appeared. They're everywhere! We tried. Valshara's hologram flickered in resignation. But when we submitted a bug report, the humans sent back a message saying cats are not bugs, they're features, along with something called a lolcat meme that I'm still trying to decode. A new alert flashed across the main screen. Earth Plus has detected that your galaxy is not running the latest version of physics, XE. Would you like to update now? Don't click anything! Zixtal shouted, but it was too late. One of the hive mind bodies had already hit OK out of sheer habit. Updating physics XE. Please hold on to your fundamental particles. The entire galaxy experienced what could only be described as a collective hiccup. When everything settled, gravity had a new bounce setting, and quantum entanglement now came with emoji support. Did they just... Create's mandibles clicked in disbelief. Did they just patch the universe? Again, added Pip weakly. A new message appeared. Hey everyone, thanks for installing Physics 2.0. Here's what's new. Gravity now supports multiple flavors. Try the new extra bouncy mode. Quantum entanglement messaging now with red receipts. Dark matter got a new paint job. It's slightly darker. Added fast travel between galaxies. Beta feature. Fixed that thing where sometimes atoms would forget how to atom. Improved probability mathematics. You can now have 110% certainty. Added microtransactions to the laws of thermodynamics. Unified field theory finally actually unified. Whoops, our bad on taking so long with that one. Note: Some users may experience temporary side effects, such as spontaneous levitation, quantum hiccups, or an inexplicable craving for tacos. This is normal and should resolve within 3-5 business dimensions. Best regards, Humanities IT Department PS. Yes, the cats are still working as intended. The committee stared at the message in silence, broken only by the sound of Vkr'lak quietly banging their head against the nearest solid surface. You know what the worst part is? Said Valshara finally. It actually works better now. Everything does. Even the things that shouldn't technically be possible. It was true. Despite the chaos, despite the cats, despite the fact that pizza now routinely arrived before anyone ordered it, the galaxy was running more efficiently than ever. Trade was up. Communication was seamless. Even ancient enemies were getting along, united in their shared confusion about what humanity would do next. Should we be worried? Asked Pip, watching as another holographic kitten chased a quantum probability through the air. About what specifically? Create inquired. About the fact that humanity just turned the entire universe into what they call a massively multiplayer online game, and we're all apparently just living in it now? Before anyone could respond, another message popped up. Congratulations! You've unlocked the Existential Crisis achievement. Would you like to share this on Spacebook? Yes. No. Ask me again when I've figured out if reality is real anymore. The committee collectively chose the third option. In the silence that followed, a quantum-entangled pizza appeared on the table. The toppings were arranged in the shape of a smiling face. You know what? Said Vkr'lak, reaching for a slice. Maybe this isn't so bad. At least the food arrives on time. Or before time. Whatever. As if in response, a holographic cat appeared and tried to steal a ghostly pepperoni. The galaxy spun on, now with slightly more bounce in its gravitational step, while humanity's help desk continued to field support tickets from across space and time. Help. My black hole keeps playing cat videos. Issue. Ordered pizza for next Tuesday. Received pizza from last Wednesday. Bug report. Schrodinger's cat won't stop quantum tunneling through my walls. Question. How do I turn off the new gravity bounce feature? My species doesn't have legs. Complaint. The unified field theory is too unified. Can we get a little more chaos back? Urgent. The dark matter's new paint job clashes with my nebula's aesthetic. And at the bottom of every automated response. Your ticket has been received. Expected response time. Somewhere between yesterday and next Thursday. Thank you for choosing Earth Plus TM, where every bug is a feature and every feature is probably a cat. It started, as most galactic crises now did, with a notification. Earth Plus version 2.0.1 is now available. New features include enhanced customer support. The Galactic Council's Emergency Human Situation Committee had barely finished reading the message when every communication device in the universe chirped simultaneously. Hi, I'm Clippy, your friendly universal assistant. It looks like you're trying to exist in a quantum state of uncertainty. Would you like help with that? The holographic paperclip bounced cheerfully on screens across the galaxy, accompanied by what appeared to be a small cat wearing a customer service headset. Oh no, whispered Vkr'lak, who had given up on retirement after realizing that pension plans now somehow involved temporal interest rates. They didn't. They did, confirmed Valshara, their holographic form attempting to swat away the virtual paperclip. They brought back something from their ancient digital history. The committee watched in horror as Clippy multiplied across their screens, each copy wearing a different tiny hat and offering increasingly specific assistance. It looks like you're trying to navigate a temporal paradox. Would you like to 1. Go back in time and prevent yourself from going back in time. 2. Create a stable time loop that's actually just a Mobius strip. 3. Order a pizza that arrives before you realize you want it. 4. All of the above, but with cats. Before anyone could respond, a new message appeared. Installing additional customer service features. The universe hiccuped again, this time with a sound suspiciously like a dial-up modem connecting to the internet. When reality stabilized, everyone discovered they now had a new AI assistant. Thousands of them, actually. Each one specialized in a different aspect of existence. A quantum mechanics help desk staffed by Schrodinger's customer service representatives, simultaneously helpful and unhelpful until observed. A gravity complaints department run by what appeared to be Sir Isaac Newton wearing a headset and refusing to acknowledge that bouncy mode was now a thing. A time management division that somehow always answered your questions before you asked them. A physics bug reporting system that kept insisting that quantum tunneling cats were a feature, not a glitch. And most concerningly, a meme classification bureau that had already begun categorizing all of known history by its meme potential. "This is fine," muttered Cree-8, watching as their personal AI assistant, which had taken the form of a floating teapot wearing a bow tie, attempted to explain why their recent quantum physics calculation had resulted in 404, reality not found. "Is it though?" asked Pip, who was currently arguing with their own AI about whether cheese should be temporally consistent. "Is it?" The Beta Centauri hive mind had given up trying to maintain order and was now engaged in what appeared to be a philosophical debate with Clippy about whether a hive consciousness could technically qualify for bulk licensing discounts. A new alert flashed across the main screen. "Attention! Due to high call volumes, your existence has been placed in a queue. Your reality is important to us. Please continue to exist until a representative becomes available." "Hold on," said Valshara suddenly, their holographic form flickering with realization. "Are they turning the entire universe into a tech support call center?" As if in answer, smooth jazz began playing from nowhere and everywhere simultaneously, accompanied by a soothing voice. "Thank you for existing with Earth Bastiem. Para existir en español, oprima número dos. All our universal constants are currently busy. Please continue to maintain your quantum state. Your approximate wait time is undefined." The committee sat in stunned silence as the hold music played on, occasionally interrupted by helpful messages. "Did you know you can resolve most existential crises through our self-service portal? For faster service, please have your universe ID number ready. If you're experiencing issues with causality, please try existing and not existing again. To speak with a representative about our new gravity features, please remain in a superposition of frustrated and patient." Just when it seemed things couldn't get more absurd, a chat window popped up. "Hi, my name is Dave from Human Customer Support. I see you're having trouble with checks notes, existing in a coherent timeline. Have you tried turning the universe off and on again?" The committee exchanged glances. "Don't answer that," Zixtal said quickly. "The last thing we need is too late." One of the hive mind bodies had already typed yes. "Great," replied Dave. "Let me just initiate a universal restart. This should only take a moment of time. Time sold separately, void where prohibited by physics. Universal restart initiated. Please save your place in reality before continuing." As existence prepared to reboot yet again, Zixtal reached for another quantum-entangled pizza. At least these paradox-inducing snacks made the endless customer service updates more bearable. A small holographic cat in a headset appeared on the table. "Hi, I noticed you're eating pizza from next week. Would you like to file a temporal digestion complaint? Our current wait time for paradox-related indigestion is approximately -3 hours. The galaxy spun on, now with a full customer service department, while humanity's latest update continued to roll out across space and time. Your existence is important to us. Please continue to hold. While waiting, why not try our new feature? Existential Crisis Chat Roulette, now with more cats. To be continued. Your wait time for the next chapter is approximately... Chutem bam chim men chai.